Well, welcome back to GCM Garage. We've got another rig review happening tonight, and we've got a familiar face, Sang. So, welcome back to another rig review. Okay, so looks like we've got another Tamiya in front of us, which is probably one of my favorite brands out there in the RC world. I really think they're top notch, and of course they've been around forever. So what do we have here? We have a Mitsubishi Pajero, if I'm even saying that right.
Yes. So this is the CC01, which is the CC01 for the chassis, and it has the Pajero body on it. It's the CC01 from Tamiya has a few different variations, like Jeep body and FJ Cruiser and whatnot. And this one here has the Mitsubishi Pajero on it.
It's a really nice piece. Now, it's all pretty much stock, if I'm not mistaken. Underneath the chassis is pretty much stock.
Yeah, most of the main components are all stock.
Okay.
In that, being that this will be running on light trails, I didn't feel the need to modify it.
Okay.
In terms of the chassis components, it's all hidden anywhere in there anyway, so it's not really gonna make it go any much better. It's
you know what, really scale, eh? Like really well done. Another nice RC from Tamiya with the amazing scale that they do. Now, you've added something here that really stands out, and those are the wheels and tires. They're incredible. They look so awesome on this particular model. What do we have here? These that look very familiar. I think we must know what those are.
Yes, so these are RC4WD 1.55.
Okay.
1.55.
Okay.
And they're the dirt grabber.
Okay.
So there is a perfect combination for this. Due to the size, is more scale.
Right.
The tire and rim that comes with this car is actually a Tamiya 1.9.
Okay.
You have the 1.9 there.
Right.
It's a little bit smaller 1.9 than this one here.
It comes with this or doesn't?
No, 1.9 size rim.
Okay.
But the tires are a little bit smaller, closer to the rims.
Right.
But I find they're a little bit too big for scale.
Yeah, they don't look right. These don't look right at all.
No, they don't.
Certainly this is perfect.
Exactly.
Yeah, looks great. And what else have you done? I think there's some modified shocks, or you've got some scaled shocks going on here. They look quite nice. They're oil filled.
Yes, they're the upgraded Tamiya oil shocks.
Okay.
It comes with the basic black oil shocks.
Right.
But this one here gives a little more control. It's threaded, so you could add a little more or less tension as opposed to the spacer. And they look nicer too. They're
sure, they look great. Good, and it's got good suspension, good travel.
Yes.
Yeah, and do you use it much? Do you go on the trails much?
Yeah, so this one here is more for going on the trails, with a few like other cars, like SCX-10, and more like a trail run.
Okay.
Then definitely nowhere near as a crawler. As you can see, it's very small tires, low to the ground, and bumpers all the way there is going to hook up to rocks and so on.
Added a roof rack?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is the Proline roof rack that was added to make it look a little more scale, add a little more detail to the body.
Pretty awesome scale accessories. We've got a bike, we've got sort of a cooler, we've got your throw blanket, your camo blanket up there. Really nicely done. I like that.
Yeah.
Really looks good. So tell me what you did to the body. Is this stock paint? Is this how does it come?
Yeah. So the Pajero is actually interesting. They released the Pajero Tamiya kit, I believe. Could be wrong exact date, but about around the mid 1990s or 1994.
Okay.
And so this body is actually I've ordered from Japan. Is actually the whole body kit that was vintage from around 1994 or so. So it comes by default white. Like all the white there is not painted. So it's a little bit of a glossy finish.
Sure.
And the only thing I did to the body is add I painted the grill obviously black.
Okay.
And the goldish color underneath is actually it's real automotive paint.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So I painted to add that bit of a contrast to it, add a little more detail.
Sure.
Paint around the window black for a window frame.
Right.
And of course the lights add that.
So this is automotive paint. I'm looking at this sort of gold color.
Yes.
Really nice. And this would have been how they would have been represented one-to-one, correct? With this sort of two-tone color and so on?
Yeah, I've actually looked online, and you can actually find a full-size Pajero. Like I said, this model Pajero is about mid-1990s or earlier.
Okay.
And I've actually seen one painted exactly the same as this one here.
Okay. So why don't we have a look underneath, see what we're looking at?
Yeah, so this is actually, I like the way the body is on this chassis. There's no, you see, you don't need any body clip.
Okay.
As you know, sticking up.
Yep, I think you've got a little bit of a clip here or a post sticking out in the back.
Yeah, but you don't really need to put body clip because it's pressurized
Right.
here. So the way you remove this body
Yep.
is just push, it has a little bit of flex, you push it forward a little bit, then you lift it up, and,
Nice.
it unhooks itself, and then the back, push it back by about a centimeter or so.
And it comes
There
right
it
off.
comes right off.
Oh,
Then
wow.
you have your, like I said, this is just a basic CC01 chassis
Okay.
that Tamiya makes for probably 6 or 7 different scalar.
Okay.
Like there's a Jeep, there's a Isuzu, something, I forgot the name of it. There's a Mercedes Unimog.
Yep.
There's a Jeep Wrangler. And there's a couple of Toyota, there's the older FJ and there's a newer FJ.
Okay.
Same platform as this one here.
Now, is this a re-release chassis or is this a vintage chassis?
This is a re-release chassis.
Okay.
How I got this one is actually the ready-to-run expert build.
Okay.
I do have it comes with a red body, red and silver, which is at home. So the expert build meaning that it's already ready to run from
Right.
Tamiya. So
Yeah,
the
it's the
electronic,
RTRs, right?
exactly
Yeah,
right. Yeah, it's pretty basic, and I just did a little, like I said, a couple of upgrades, just the shocks.
Yep, saw those.
Yeah, and added some ball bearings because it comes with bushing.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and one thing which I will be doing next is it comes with to lock the rear diff 2 little gears
Okay.
that will go into place of the bevel gear. So we just lock the.
So you're
rear axle.
locking the front and rear diff?
Just the rear.
Okay,
Yeah,
just the rear?
It doesn't come with the option to lock the front, but
Okay.
I know other people have done it too, their own modification to it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Now, are there a lot of mods that are available to this? I think someone, Chris was mentioning that there may be even from Shapeways or a 3D printed axle or, scale looking
Yes.
housing, right?
Yeah, that's what I was told, that there is 3D printing rear axle.
Okay.
Like this one here, all the CC01 comes with this generic
Sure.
look
Yeah,
axle.
looks very generic.
Very generic.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, for sure.
It doesn't. I mean, it does look scaled roughly, but not
Sure.
not anything like some other companies.
Right.
But they do make the scaled 3D printing. So from a Toyota or Ford
Sure.
or whatnot, scale.
I think you can probably upgrade these plastic links here too, right? Like I'm sure there is a million upgrades there when it comes to the suspension work too.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of upgrade. Like in my opinion, for me, what I'm using for trail, it doesn't gonna
Yeah.
improve performance.
Sure.
But that's part of the hobby, right? People like to upgrade, blinged up
Of
their
course,
truck,
of course.
and
I mean, especially if you look at the body, and especially when it's so scale, right? Like, I may think about putting in that sort of scale looking axle. That might look nice.
maybe
Yeah.
like I'll depends if I like it.
Sure.
Sure, why not?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, it certainly is a nice piece. Again, beautiful. So how long have you had this? Like, is this something new to you, or?
I've got this for about 2 years now.
Okay, all right, and you've enjoyed it, and you've
Yes,
ran
yeah.
it a lot. It's still got some dirt on it, of course.
Yeah, from last time. So this is the body that I run. Like I said, I have the expert built the same body as this, but it's red and silver,
Right.
which I don't even run, just more sitting at home.
Right, and so if I'm correct, this is a vintage body.
Yes.
This is a re-release. No problem putting them together, running them, what have you.
Exactly. Like I don't know what changed because the expert build's already painted that, and there might usually when Tamiya re-release a product, there's some minor changes.
Sure.
But I can't really pinpoint. I don't have the the kit. The new kit re-release to compare.
Right.
But like I said, this body here is the original, just because it.
Well done.
I bought it online, and that's what it came in an old box, and.
Sure, of course. And of course we've got the nice sort of running boards. Again, come with the kit, or is that an option?
Yeah, that comes with that comes with this body here.
Okay.
The kit. Like I said,
Right.
If you get another CC01, like let's say CC01 Unimog,
Yeah.
does not come with those running boards.
Okay.
That goes with this body here.
Well, Sang, I really want to thank you for coming. This is another nice special piece from your collection, which we'll link. If you haven't seen those videos, Sang is well rehearsed and has many Tamiya RC brand vehicles out there that we've seen. So we'll link up those videos for you. Again, I want to thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me here.
And guys, like, subscribe. We're having a great time here, and we've got another beautiful rig review of this Mitsubishi Pajero. So thanks, and we'll see you soon.
Thanks.